Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And today we're going to dive into a dedicated review. I know I don't do these often, but within Micallef's team reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try their latest fragrance and share my thoughts with you. I said absolutely. So when I got this, I did not know what to expect, but baby, when I saw this bottle, I hoped that it would be one for me, but I knew it would at least be super feminine and fun. And that's exactly what Hypnotic Musk is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. First, I want to give a huge thank you to Micallef for partnering with me on this video. You guys, we're gonna dive into this fragrance, but as always, any information will be linked in the description box. So if you do decide to go ahead and try this one and pull the trigger on it, you can find the link with the discount code below. So the fragrance will be launching on February the 1st. And this is going to be a perfect transition fragrance that has enough heft where you can wear this towards the end of winter and you can easily just pull this off all throughout spring and summer. So this fragrance to me is really fun. It's bright, it's fruity, it's juicy. There's a sweetness to it, but it is definitely balanced and it has some contrast with those base notes that really do give it a sexy hypnotic edge. So Hypnotic Musk opens with beautiful notes of raspberry, bergamot, and iris in the top. Then you have heart notes of ginger, lychee, violet, and caramel, and you have base notes of musk, vanilla, sandalwood, and ambergris. And of course, in true Micallef fashion, they really do give you something that is classy. Their entire range just specializes in class. It doesn't matter what facets, we're throwing into the mix. If it's gourmand, if it's vanilla, if it's leather, if it's oud, it's always going to be very classy and very versatile. So this fragrance opens with the most beautiful raspberry lychee combo. That's what you're going to get. And the bright juiciness, those tart fruits are really balanced with those powdery notes. So because you have that iris and the violet in the mix, it's not going to come off as anything overly sharp. This is just super well balanced. So as it starts to develop on the skin, you're going to definitely get that ginger rear its head through. It's not going to be a super sharp ginger with a bunch of bite. However, it really does add a little bit of interest and fun to this fragrance. Whereas I feel like without the ginger, it would have just been a fruity floral with some sweetness, but the ginger really does add a little effervescence to it, a little kick to it. And I really do enjoy that. But the best part about it is the ginger is not overdone. So if you're not particularly a fan of that note, I really don't think you have too much to worry about here because it's not going to be super prominent, but you are going to pick up on it. The fruit that I get the most is going to be the lychee. It is so juicy, delicious. I mean, my mouth is watering as I describe it because that is the vibe it gives. And as soon as this starts to warm up on your skin, you're going to be hit with a gorgeously sweet vanilla caramel combo. Now, this does not veer off into the territory of gourmand. So if you see vanilla caramel, you're not really a gourmand fan, fear not, because that is really not the direction this is going into. This is definitely a musky fragrance with some sweet components, definitely some vanilla, lots of fruit. And the part that really gives it the sexy edge for me is going to be the ambergris. This ambergris is one that is done to perfection because I feel like it doesn't wear super funky or sea-like. It's just a note that can really go either way, just depending on how it's done. And I just love the way that it was carried out in the scent. It really does shine in this fragrance. And that, coupled with the musk is going to give you a really sensual, fruity, powdery scent. That is how I would describe it. So those base notes, again, that sandalwood, the musk, the vanilla, the ambergris, they really give it amazing lasting power. And I just find that those are going to be notes that will help this fragrance to transition. You've got the powdery notes, you've got the sweet notes, you've got the fruity, but the base notes are really going to give it that oomph, that extra sexy vibe. And again, making it a perfect transition fragrance. So if you're already in the season where, it's starting to warm up where you are, you can go ahead and wear it. Me personally, I will start wearing this one now because our weather is very flip-floppy in Atlanta, Georgia. So, last week it was 17 degrees. By the end of this week, it'll be 57. So again, versatile and really a beautiful transition fragrance. If you are in the market for something fruity but unique with some floral facets, then I really do think you would enjoy this. This is a musk that I find has some cozy comfort, elements to it, and it's just beautifully executed. As always with this this house. So Hypnotic Musk, I've already started to layer it, and I have a couple things that I want to mention. Note Vanilla Nectar, my favorite in Micallef fragrance. They go together beautifully. This already has the vanilla, but if you want to amplify it, you know, and give it even more of a floral edge, this is going to be perfect. You know, overspray yourself with this one and just hit the pulse points with your Note Vanilla Nectar, because I find that they layer like a dream. I have also tried pairing it with Ananda Nectar, which is another favorite. This one is sweet. It's really fruity. It's a touch powdery again. So these are just going to go really well together. This one is, however, very different because this is really going to be centered around that mimosa note, but it also has a really juicy, you know, pear and plum in the opening. So this one too has a base of musk and vanilla. So they're going to just naturally pair very well. And this one also has, you know, a touch of the purple florals. So this fragrance, you're going to hear me talk about it quite a bit, but I think you should absolutely check this one out if you enjoy a gorgeous ambergris. This is one that actually wears very feminine and it has amazing performance. This one is going to wear with, I will say, just slightly above moderate projection, and it's going to last you right around 7-8 hours. I could still smell it on my skin, but at that time I feel like it kind of drifted into a skin scent, but you can definitely smell it on your clothes all day long. But I just think that for this scent profile, something musky, a little ambergris, and you know, lots of fruity bright notes, this has wonderful performance. All right, so again, you guys, this one will be dropping on February the 1st. Information, as always, will be linked in the description box. I highly encourage you guys to check this one out. And if you are not following Micallef on all the socials, please be sure that you check them out on Instagram and follow them there. Also, be sure to sign up for their newsletter. That is it for me today, you guys. A huge thank you again to Micallef sending this beautiful Hypnotic Musk fragrance over. I will be thoroughly enjoying it and spraying it down all spring and summer, and I cannot wait to hear you guys' thoughts about it if you do decide to check it out. You guys, be sure that you are subscribed to this channel. It has been real. I love you all. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one.